when Joseph was little, and I mean, less than 3 years old, he was pretty normal, and we didn't really see anything unusual about his development. He's just a super fun little boy who loved blueberry muffins and trains. We were in the process of teaching him his alphabet at about 3 years old and how to read, and he kept having trouble identifying the letters. And I was sitting next to him one day holding up picture cards, and I was saying, "Joseph, what's this?" And he would say, "I don't know, let me see." And he would hold the picture card really, really close to his face. And that told me that maybe it wasn't that he was having trouble recognizing letters, it was that he was having trouble seeing them. Right around 4.5, he actually had a seizure.
Suddenly he dropped out of my lap and hit the floor and was convulsing. And I didn't know what to think of it at first, but it lasted, 30 seconds. And then he kind of came out of it as if he was coming out of a fog, thinking, what just happened?
And so we were thinking Joseph might go blind at that point by the time he had that seizure. We had no idea that what was really going on with him was much bigger and much scarier and much more severe than blindness.
The progression of Batten is because your retina is neural tissue. That's one of the first things to go. One of the next things to go is your ability to walk and to move and to control your muscles. And then along with that, your speech. And then of course your general cognition. That's a progression we've witnessed so far with Joseph.
I was sitting in the car and I got the phone call from the neurologist and he said, "Hey, I got your genetic panel back and your son doesn't just have Batten disease, he has one of the rarest forms of Batten disease. So what you need to do now is make end-of-life plans for your son because he's gonna go really quickly."
That period of hopelessness lasted on the order of a day because we got a call from his doctor the next day and said, "I have some really, really good news for you guys. There is a doctor in North Carolina, his name is Dr. Stephen Gray.
And he's the only person that I know of that's working on Batten disease. And if you'd asked me 3 weeks ago to give you a diagnosis, I would have had to tell you there was no hope. And right now, I can tell you I just don't know. There might be." And that was a huge turning point for us. Our primary objective with gene therapy for Batten disease is to stop the progression of the disease. Gene therapy is unique in that it's really the only option we have to do this. And even though it's been around for a while, it's really been in a process of refinement. And it is on the edge of becoming a very common course of action, at least for single gene defect disorders. So you think about Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, which have a similar behavior mechanism to what Joseph is experiencing. We would like to use gene therapy to solve that. We really look at Joseph as a game changer and a world changer because he's gonna make the world better for everybody by doing this.
This whole gene therapy trial that we're working on is the best opportunity that we have, and we're gonna try to make the best of it.